Hello friends, and welcome back to the shop. The topic for today is cherrywoods, and this pipe is that you see before you here is a cherrywood. This is a juiced. It's a pipe that I've had for some time now, and you know the cherrywoods always intrigued me because nobody really knows for certain why the pipes are called cherrywoods. Presumably, at one point, pipes of this nature or this shape were made out of cherry wood. However, now any pipe of this shape, any material can be used to make a pipe of this shape, and it is considered to be a cherry wood. The shape is essentially a billiard that has the bottom cut off, and it's cut off at an angle such that it will sit. So you can make cherry woods out of briar. You could make them out of cherry. You presumably could make them out of meerschaum. Can you make a cherrywood out of a Missouri Meerschaum? Let's find out. So we began by drilling out the tobacco chamber on the cob. Drilled it to 3/4 of an inch, which I do with all my cob modifications. And in the process, of course, we wound up drilling out the bottom because this cob did not have a hardwood plug in the bottom. So we drill straight through. I rough turned the new hardwood plug, which I'll just put in that far because I don't want to get it stuck. And this is turned out of cherry, of course, because it is a cherry wood pipe. It's rather long because I am going to have to cut this off at an angle to make that cherry wood shape. And I want to make sure the plug extends far enough to allow me to do that. In addition, it's now relatively easy to remove the shank. And we've turned a new hardwood shank, also out of cherry. The ferrule will fit on the end of that, and the stem will fit just fine in there, but we can do better than that. So we have made a start on a vulcanite stem blank here. We've turned the tenon down and started to turn down some of the stem just to make it a little bit easier when the filing starts, and there we have it. So this will become the little bit of a flare on the end and the button, and we'll be good. And also I did something a bit different this time. I've actually done the tapered hole that you normally put through a stem, so it's very narrow here, very narrow here, and we'll flare that out with the files that I've shown you before that you use to widen out the airway. But on this end, I've actually drilled this out to 6 millimeters so that the Missouri Meerschaum or Medco or whatever filters you may prefer can be put in there thusly. So the pipe can be smoked with a filter. I don't use filters, but some people do, so I thought maybe that would be a feature worth including. And of course, if you don't want to use the filter, like any other Missouri Meerschaum cob, it would be just fine to smoke it as is. Okay, finish shaping the stem and start to glue things together and think about a finish. I think you're starting to get the idea now. We've got the hardwood plug in the bottom, cherry stem, canted off the bottom, nice new ebonite stem. Got to polish this up, got to bend it, get some color on this. Yeah, I'll be right back. And we have the finished pipe. The cherrywood cob cherrywood, if you will. So it's a cherrywood shaped corncob pipe which has been modified using cherry wood. I'm sorry, I will stop playing with the word cherrywood now. Couple things of note. So obviously we've added some color here. This is actually a very reddish brown color. Looks nice in person. The redness isn't really showing up on the monitor so much. And I did the whole pipe in that. We've obviously cut a cant in the bottom here so that it's mimicking that traditional cherrywood shape. The shank is made of cherry, and in this particular case, the cherry actually has some real character. It has some gum pockets in it, which I did not know about when I started turning the wood, but they're pretty obvious, and those are those black marks that you see. Yeah, some people don't like them. They think they look like blemishes and all, but I'm a grain nerd. Anything that makes the wood look different, I'm happy with. So I think that's pretty cool. The neat thing about cherry is that it darkens with age. This is going to take on sort of a reddish tinge over time, and that'll nicely tie in with the red of the cob. And the stem is a nice ebonite stem. Really, the reason I embarked on this little journey was to work out the methods for drilling the stem for the 6mm filter, and that actually worked out pretty well. So here we have the 6mm. This is one of these Medco filters, and it fits in there quite well and reassembles with no real issue. So perfect. I don't use filters, but I know a lot of people do, and one of the things that I wanted to do is see if it was actually possible to do a cob mod with a filter stem, and it is. The stem, beyond that, I could have spent a lot more time on, to be honest. I mean, it's clearly a little bit too thick in through here, and yeah, but the main thing I wanted to focus on with this was the drilling, and yeah, I think that's a success. So there we have it, the Cherrywood Corncob Cherrywood. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, please go ahead and click the like button. That really does help. And any comments you might have, if you like the pipe, if you hate the pipe, let me know. I'd really love to hear about it. I really do enjoy all your comments. If you're a subscriber, of course, thank you very much for taking the time to watch. If you're not a subscriber and you're just happening upon this, please go ahead and click subscribe so you'll know the next time I launch into one of these cob mod videos or any of the other sort of videos that we do. And with that, I think I will wrap up this video. So again, I hope you all enjoyed it. And until the next time we talk, I will look forward to talking to you all again very soon. Goodbye now.